your pace by speeding up, slowing down, making sure he's paying some attention to you by doing that. Pace changes and stuff can be helpful too. If you start to notice him reach up to start scratching that collar, we'll just say nope and give it a correction. Okay. I think we talked about it last time. He kind of learned that he could scratch that collar off if he really tried. And he can't do it with that one. We changed the collar. It was just the one he had on before. Right. But ever since he learned that he could do that, say nope, sit.
Nope, sit.
Yeah, just keep him in command there, right? Like, even if we're sitting here having a conversation, you want to make sure your peripheral vision stays attentive towards him, right? And that's something I find some owners struggle with is like really like always keeping that third eye on the dog, right, in these situations. Absolutely. So if we're sitting here having a conversation, he starts getting out of position, you're like, nope, right away, sit, good boy, and you can fix him right away. Right, so yeah, with that prong call, if he starts going up to scratch, just say nope and say heel and keep moving kind of thing. You know, you can even correct it if we need to. Okay. Because he's not actually itching. He's actually trying to get it off kind of thing. He thinks he's gonna, but it's not gonna work. Yeah. So just don't let him engage in that. So go ahead and say Diesel, heel.
Diesel, heel.
Good. Good. And again, just do some laps around the field here. Whenever you're comfortable, you can stop and give him like a sit or a down command and start reinforcing that as well. Same pattern, just Diesel, SIT. We need to correct it, we'll say no. Good boy. That's good. Now slow down, come to a stop for me. I want you to say Diesel sit. I want you to fix him there. I don't want you to let him come in front of you like that. Okay. So you're gonna have to use the leash for that. So say nope, heel, and then just pull him back into the heel position.
Diesel heel.
Good.
Diesel heel.
Perfect. Now say good. You can put him in a sit.
Good. Diesel sit.
Good. If you want here, just fix your prong collar so the leash is coming over the top of his head. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. You can just adjust it just like that. Yeah, like when you come to a stop, if you start to see him come ahead and go around you like that, pull your leash back, or even just as soon as you see him come in front of that left leg, say nope, and we can tap the e-collar. Because he shouldn't be coming in front of you like that. When you stop, like that's something I've never seen him do, and it must be like a you thing, so we'll just fix it right away. And just use the leash just as soon as you see him get in front, nope, pull him back, muscle him back beside you. Then as soon as he's beside you, say good. Go ahead and say Diesel, heel.
Diesel, heel.
Good. Right away, say good boy. I do want you to release him and use a brake command to do it here. So just slow down, come to a stop, say Diesel sit.
Diesel sit.
Good, that's better. He didn't do the in front of you thing. Now get his attention and say Diesel brake and release him.
Diesel brake.
Good, there you go. And then just step away with him. Yeah, a lot of times in the heel command, if I say brake, I'll like, if I'm standing here and the dog's right here, I'll go Diesel brake and I'll step backwards away from the dog a little bit just so they don't think I'm still in the heel command as well. Good boy.
Diesel sit. Good boy.
Perfect. Yeah, and I should mention, I think we talked about it last time, but if not, that brake command is your reward right now, right? Like we don't have toys or food on us at the moment, but we can still use that brake command as really the ultimate reward because we're releasing him to freedom, right? It's like, here, go be free now. You're out, you're done the command, you did a great job, now go be free, right? And that's again, like when I say brake, especially with obedience, it's like Diesel, brake, yeah, good boy, right away, good boy. And I get excited, right? If I have food or a toy, that's when I'll start to break it out at that point after I give that brake command. Right. But you use that brake command again as a reward for him, right? So you do some good healing. You know, maybe I walk past like a couple dogs or something. I go through the park and he does really well healing. And I get to the end of the park. Okay, now brake, good boy. And I'll just drop the leash and let him go like this. Or if it's a leash law, I'll just hang on to the end of the leash and let him go sniff and stuff. Again, he just can't pull you around if he's still on that leash. Absolutely. That's the biggest thing to remember there. So otherwise, really, really good. I'm going to give you the e-collar now and you can start practicing with that. So e-collar is going to be set to, let's go like a 13 or something like that. Something like that. Okay. Black S button, so your index finger on the black S button. If you hit the red button, it's just a boost that goes up by 5 points. Not a big deal if you accidentally hit it. It really won't change much. But the black button is the primary one we want to use. If you say no and tap the button and you see 0 response, bump the level up, right? And just turn it up like a little quarter turn and maybe like, I usually go like 5 points at a time. Like not looking at it, but usually it's just, that's how much I turn it. It's about 5 points at a time. Yeah, 5 to 10. Practice. Absolutely, and it's not a big deal. Like, it's going to be clumsy at first. This is where your markers are really helpful, like your no marker, your good marker, stuff like that, because it buys you time to get your e-collar out, adjust the level accordingly, right? If I'm walking and he gets out of position and I say nope, and he doesn't immediately fix himself, I still have a second to pull at my collar and touch it, give the correction, and he comes back, because I marked the moment he went ahead with the no. And again, it's so important. Your timing with the no command is good, because you want to get it like, if we're using the heel command, I imagine there's an invisible line right here at my leg. So I say heel, and if he passes this line when I'm walking, so we're walking, and if he passes this invisible line right here, if he passes it, I say nope as soon as he goes past it. And then if he jumps backwards, no correction. But if he doesn't immediately jump backwards, tap on the button and he should jump backwards from that, right? And he should get that correction. And it's like, you think of like an invisible fence. If you've ever seen them, they have little beepers on the collar. So when the dog crosses the line, it goes beep. And the dog has like a second or so to get back over the line. That's what your no is. Your no is like that beep that gives him that second or so to come back behind the line. And if he doesn't, correction happens, right? You correct with the e-collar, right? And so dog goes past the line, nope, tap on the e-collar, he comes right back, right? If he doesn't come right back after one tap, I might say, nope, tap, tap, tap. I might tap it a few times until the dog comes back, right? It's like the sensation of the e-collar, just again, like an invisible fence, does not go away until the dog is behind the perimeter of the fence, right? It's not just one correction and that's like, oh crap, he didn't come back and he's gone now. It's like he goes over that fence, that correction stays on until he comes back here. And I just tap, tap, tap repeatedly. So
and
it's
at
just,
what point, like you're saying, you tap, tap, tap
Yeah.
repeatedly, are you turning up the level?
I would typically,
each
yep,
time?
I would a lot of times. And that can happen like on the fly. So it's like if I'm doing a heel command and he goes ahead, it might just be like tap, turn it up a little bit, tap, turn it up a little bit, tap. And then finally he comes back here. That's the level I'm going to use going forward as well. I'm just going to keep it at that level now, right? Yeah, I wouldn't even turn it back down most likely at that point. You know, I would just leave it at that level because it's the reinforcing level.
You've already told him that many times.
Well, that's the level he told me was reinforcing, was finally the one that made him go back into the position, right? So all the ones before that were not reinforcing to him. So, so go ahead and let's pick up the leash there again. You'll just go gradually. Just tell him, just say Diesel down. Just
down?
Good. Now say good. The reason I asked you to tell him down is just because you never actually told him to lay down. He was just doing it on his own.
Right.
So I just want to make it clear he's in a command. It seemed to confuse him a bit. No big deal. Pick up your leash from underneath him. Just don't let him get up when you do it. And don't let him start mouthing at you or the leash or anything. He starts doing silly stuff like that. Okay. Now go ahead and just back up a little bit and say Diesel heel.
Well, nope.
And say down. Good. There you go. Perfect. Yeah. Good.
Diesel heel. Diesel heel.
Good. Okay, just use your leash to guide him there. That's
I should have.
It's
not.
not.
I have spun or
You no. So that was probably something I haven't worked on a lot with him. Is a down into a heel command. So that's again, dogs learning pictures. If I didn't work on that a whole lot, that's a new thing for him. So you could see the wheels in his head turning when he said down or heel from the down. He's like, I don't know if I know what to do there. But he did his best. He came up to you. He tried to adjust himself to the position. So I would even say, good boy. And then like maybe just a nope and a little pressure with the leash and collar to pull him into the right spot.
But not with the e-collar.
Yeah, I wouldn't use the e-collar there just because, again, he tried his best. He just hadn't seen that picture. I would just guide him with the leash at first until I know he knows it. Then I might, you could use the e-collar there. You certainly could. I just wouldn't get beat up if you don't, It's like, it's a new thing for him. So at that point, I might say like Diesel, come, Diesel heel, and call him into that heel after a come command or something.
Right.
I would practice that. We can do a couple more reps of that. So say Diesel down.
Okay. Diesel down.
Say good.
Good.
Now go right back to the end of the leash, straight ahead of him, go straight in front of him. Then say Diesel heel, and just try to guide him into that heel position with your leash. Heel. Good. That's perfect. Now say good boy. Good. Then say Diesel break and release him.
Diesel break.
Good boy. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Good boy.
Cool. I just wanted to give him reinforce that a little bit, right? Because he did a good job with it. So go ahead and call him to you. Diesel come.
Diesel come.
Good. Say good.
Good.
As soon as he starts that command, as soon as he begins coming, get excited. I mark it usually with like, yes, good boy, good, good, good. And then I'll start clapping my hands. I might even back up or something like that as he comes into me just to draw him into me. So it's like, instead of just standing there like, Diesel come, I might go like, Diesel come. Yeah, good boy. Come on, come on, come on. And then as he comes to me, Diesel sit. Then he goes into that sit, good. And then that's when I pet him, right? I do.
He comes at you and he's all excited.
I would start to work on that. So like finish that command. So Diesel, come, good. Sit, good. No, sit, good boy. So I think with you guys, that's, again, it's probably just something he's doing with you because he thinks he can get away with it. As soon as he comes in and tries to jump, just mark it with a nope and give a correction, I would probably give the sit command first, like come, tell him sit when he's about here. Add a bit of backwards movement so you can absorb some of that drive that he has when he comes into you. That's why I back up. It's to build drive, so I back up to add movement. So the dog's like, oh, he's moving, I want to chase him. But I also do it to absorb that speed. So I can say, come, and then I can back up, and then I can guide him into the sit, and he's like slowing down a bit with me. Once he's sitting, then I say good, and I praise him, right? If I say sit, and he doesn't sit, and instead he comes to jump on me, I'll just mark with no incorrect because he ignored the sit, right? And then he'll be like, oh crap, and then I'll say sit again, and then he'll sit, and I'll say good sit, and then I'll say break, and I'll do it again, kind of thing, right? So why don't you do that again? Okay, just the recall. You can put him on the bed if you need to, or put him in a down stay, whatever you need to do. Good. Yeah, you're gonna recall. So Diesel COME. If he doesn't come, nope. Tap the button. Diesel come again. Go back a little farther if you want.
Try and get him to.
Yeah. Now again, I would say Diesel come, then say Diesel heel if you want, or you could just do. You could just do a recall and have him come and sit in front of you too. You don't have to ask the heel. Like you don't have to recall him into a heel if you don't want to.
Right.
You certainly can. It would look good for the camera if you did it. But you could just say, come and then just sit, and he could sit in front of you too. So it really depends. I should add though, I think it's important to finish the recall. You don't want to recall him, have him come halfway to you and then go wander away.
Right.
I want the recall to always mean come to me, sit here and wait, or come into that heel if you say heel,
Right.
and then I'll release you with a break command. So I always want to release with a break command on that heel as well, right?
Okay.
Or that come, I should say.
After
After they come, yeah. After they come, they sit. Then I say break. Not until they're finished the come, though, with a sit or a heel, whatever you prefer, okay? So go ahead and say Diesel come. Then say, good. Now say good boy. Then say Diesel heel.
Diesel heel.
Good.
Good.
Now say sit.
Diesel sit.
Good boy.
Good.
Then release him with a break command and get excited.
Okay, Diesel break.
Yeah. Good boy. Get excited.
Boy.
Yeah, nice
Good
work, buddy.
boy.
Yeah, that was really good, right? Like, you could have maybe got that heel command in a bit sooner to slow it because he started to do the bouncing and jumping, but he figured it out as soon as you gave the heel. He came right in, so it was good. It's really, really good. So let's.
I've done that before.
No.
Like he literally jumped into my arm.
And I would just I like the enthusiasm. I don't want to necessarily slow that down. But it's like I said, it's do something to make him like slow down when he comes into you. So like keep the enthusiasm. Like Diesel, come. Yes, good boy. Come on, good, sit, good. Ask for like a sit command, right, to slow him down just before he starts that jumping and stuff, right? Again, if you need to correct it, though, break, good.
That's the balance between the excitement and the good
Yeah.
and the calm and the good.
Yep, exactly, yeah, especially with that recall.
Because he will for sure
Jump towards you, yeah.
Yeah.
So just whatever we need to do for, you can put him on the place if you want.
Good boy.
Good. Say nope, place. There you go. I'm surprised you did that, but it's all good.
And did you do the
I
recall a
did
couple
once.
times?
Did the tap? Yeah. What level's it at?
It's at 13.
You can keep it there. It's probably going to have to go up for this stuff, though. Honestly, I don't think he's probably going to respond with 13 right now, but you could do what you want and see where he's at. Good.
Good boy. Good boy. Diesel sit.
That was good. Nice. That was really good. you can see you getting ready to brace yourself kind of thing as he comes in. Yeah. No, that's good though. That was perfect. Really, really good. Yeah, just work on getting that. And again, you can say sit a little sooner. You don't have to wait till like the very. That's why I was like, oh shit, is she gonna say sit? And he did sit. It's perfect. But yeah, just get that sit in a bit sooner.
Delete this video.
That's
She's
good.
gonna get mowed over.
No, that's good.
Diesel, come.
Say nope. Say come again. Good boy. Yeah, that's perfect.
Diesel.
Perfect. He's coming into that heel right now, which is nice too. I like that as well. So nothing wrong with that. If you want, you can always say heel when he comes into that recall command if you want. So why don't we take him for a little walk here? We'll go down the pathway. So if you want, you can say break and just walk him on break.
Diesel sit. Diesel break.
Good, yeah.
Boy.
Now, I guess I should mention, since we're in the neighborhood, we might as well do our stuff on leash first. So say Diesel heel.
Diesel heel.
Perfect, good boy. And then just start walking, go left up the path here. And then if he starts to get ahead, mark it with a nope, tap your button, and then say heel again if you need to tap the button or say heel, okay?
So don't really use the collar.
The leash and collar, you mean? Yep, exactly. If you don't need to. If when you say no and tap the button, he goes ahead instead of comes back, then you might want to add that leash in there for a bit of reinforcement to say, hey, no, come this way, right? That's again where it's like, if you notice that, if you hit the button and he goes the wrong direction or goes like into the wrong behavior, you may very well need to use the leash to guide him back. So just say nope, heel.
Nope, heel.
Good. Yeah, make sure that, again, the invisible line right in front of your left leg, make sure that's consistent, right? Especially in the heel command, that needs to be consistent because I see a lot of dogs that like they get like a head length in front or they get like two body lengths in front or whatever, and they never know where the actual boundary is, so they're always anxious walking. So he knows where that clear boundary is. It's right beside that left leg, and so you need to be good about making that clear.
Okay.
That's where sometimes I'll do like slowing down, speeding up, all those things to make him regain that focus and test him a little bit, right? We're gonna go straight, and then there's just a little path over here. And then as soon as he fixes himself, say, good boy. Let him know when he's in that right spot.
Good boy. Right.
And again, a no first, then heel. Okay, so
Oh,
Diesel,
okay.
nope, heel.
Good boy.
If he starts sniffing too much, I would say nope as well. You know, if
Okay.
he puts his nose down, I really try to discourage sniffing in the heel, just because it leads to them getting distracted.
Right.
This is again though where I talk about like you don't need to heel him all the time, right? Like this is we can release him on break now. You can just say like come to a stop and get him to sit.
Right.
Just get his attention. Say nope, heel, good.
Diesel sit.
Say nope,
Nope.
heel,
Diesel sit.
perfect.
Good
Now say Diesel
boy.
break.
Diesel break.
Good, and then just let the leash go if you want. You can
Good
drop it.
boy, Diesel.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, again, it's, you know, he's young still. You don't want to ask for like too much of a behavior
Right.
without reinforcing it. So again, we're using that break as a reinforcer here. We're saying break and giving him some time to go free. And then you can call him back in the heel and extend that duration as you go, you know? But,
And would I try and pick up the leash again or try and leave him?
oh, you could do it
off
off. Yeah, you
the
could just do it off leash. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
leash? Diesel heel.
Good.
Good boy. Diesel sit.
Say, okay, so that's
Nope.
where I would say nope.
Diesel nope.
Then say heel.
Diesel heel.
God, there you go.
Nope.
No, you're good. That's
Oh,
perfect. That's
sorry.
No, that's perfect. That was again like I can only expect so much. That's really good right there, right? If you want to start cleaning that up, you can.
Like,
But
just
yeah, I would just use the
right
leash
here.
and make him come back into the right spot. That was really good though. He fixed it pretty quickly. So
Good.
now say Diesel heel, and you can start walking.
Diesel heel.
Off leash, I'll usually pat my left leg as my hand signal. So if he starts
Okay.
going ahead, I'll say nope, heel. Or when I start walking, say heel. Just pat my left leg, just as a guide for him, kind of thing, right? And this is again where he should be walking on that heel, and you can speed up, you can slow down, but again, you could release him on break if you want, whenever you want to. So
Good boy.
I'll often heel them if I'm passing other dogs,
Nope.
people.
Good boy.
If I'm passing dogs, passing people, or wildlife and stuff, I'll
Right.
heel. If I'm in like a busy path where I know I need to make some space, I'll heel. But a lot of times like this, I just give break commands in these pathways and stuff, right? So it's like I can still recall him if I need to, and then heel him when I need to. But he gets his time to sniff and stuff, which is
Right.
so critical.
This is amazing. Good boy, Diesel. Diesel, nope. Good boy. Now, in that situation, would I use the...
No, you don't need to.
Because
No,
he-
you don't need to, because
yeah.
that's where it's like I said, it's like a multiple parts to that. So it's like you say the command, that's a chance, and you say nope, that's a chance, and then you correct if he doesn't respond to those,
Right.
those
Okay.
warnings, right? I like that because then it gives you the ability to say no when you don't have the e-call, and he still responds the same,
Right.
Then it's not.
And then when we're Diesel, nope. Good boy.
When you say nope
at-
there, just say nope, heel, good.
Okay.
Then just repeat your heel command.
Okay.
Oftentimes I like to repeat the command when I think he just stepped on his leash.
Yeah.
You can always unclip the leash too if you want, but
So like...
just tell him
when
break,
he-
Diesel,
when he's
break.
a body...
Tell him
Diesel,
break. Good, there you go.
Diesel,
Yeah,
break.
yeah,
Good
just
boy.
again, if we're gonna like talk and stuff, you kind of want to make sure you're still sort of paying attention to him.
Right.
And like it's hard to do both sometimes. So
Okay.
go ahead. What were you gonna ask?
At what point, like if he's in a heel
Yeah.
beside me,
Yeah.
and he's from me to you away,
Yeah.
at what point do I correct it?
I would say like
obviously
yeah,
I'll leave
I would.
him
That's
here, but there's
good.
got to be some sort of tolerance.
That's a great question. I would say like it's a great question, honestly, and I really haven't been asked that before. And that's like I preach that it's so important that they have a boundary ahead of you. So
Yeah.
they should have a boundary beside you, but I really can't foresee a way to show the dog that boundary without just being consistent of like maybe like a hand width over kind of
Right.
thing, right? So
Okay.
again, I've never been asked that, but I'm gonna kind of pay more attention to it.
So kind of like if you can't grab the leash
Yeah.
immediately,
Just set a
Just
mental
too far?
just set a mental marker for yourself and keep that same mental marker. If I'm healing and the line's like right here where this yellow line is,